What's up, everybody? It has been a few days, as you heard in that last video. You know, told you I had some stuff going on, some personal things, and just kind of come in the shop for a couple of days and just worked and cleared my head. Everything's good, so we're back on track. But what I didn't show y'all, and it's my fault and I apologize, was the process of doing the body. So if you've been around dirt car racing, you know that the bodies are made from flat sheet metal and aluminum sheet metal. So we do all of our body work here. Most of our fabrication work we all do in-house here. So we did a little color change this year. We were all white last year on mine and Joey's car. Ty's car was black and white. I think we're kind of inverting this year. So we went black. Still gotta change the nose. We gotta get a front bumper. That nose is still in pretty good shape, so we're gonna keep it mounted on that front bumper for a spare. So if you see us with a white nose next year, you know we don't want to crash and stuff. So. All right, we got her all trimmed up. Got the extender on top of it. Got the sheet metal riveted around it. So the sheet metal's got a little, I don't know if you can see it. It's got a little curvature to it. So just adds a little bit of style in the deck, a little bit of strength, I'm sure. I don't really know. But so this is the worst part of building the body, is peeling this plastic. That really, I could think of better things to do. Let's just say, put it that way. So we're gonna go ahead and get it stuck in here. We're gonna take the doors and the quarters off and set them to the side, and we're gonna start riveting some of this deck. I'm sure y'all seen Joey come in here in that time lapse. He probably won't be back tonight. We did work last night. He came in, he's just getting home. It is 7:30. He's been on the road this morning. He, like I said, he's got a trucking business. So he's been on the road since 4:30 this morning. So he said that he may or may not be back. I don't look for him to be back. I hope he doesn't. He's gonna have another long day tomorrow. But anyway, we're gonna get all this stuff off and start putting this deck together. We did get our spoilers in today, so that's one more piece of the puzzle to get taken care of. But just a little story time on how this all got started around here. Most people think that I work for Joey. I do not. Joey and I are just good friends. We have became really good friends over the last 2 years. But anyway, I do not work for Joey. I am a CNC machinist by trade. I have a pretty good state job, so can't give that up too easily till they run me off at least. But Joey and I used to race modifieds together back in, I guess, 2005. He had been racing before that, but we raced modifieds together. And actually, my Uncle Rusty worked for him Yeah, y'all haven't met Rusty yet. Some of y'all know Rusty, some of y'all don't. But Rusty worked for him, and so we hung out around his shop back years ago. And didn't know him like I do now, but so rewind back to around, I guess it had been 3 years ago. Joey and I hadn't talked in years, and so where I live to where he lives here is about 2.5 miles. I knew where he lived, but I hadn't talked to him in years, so I was building my shop, and I needed some dirt work done. Well, I knew Joey did dirt work, so I called him up to see about getting a dirt pad done from the shop. And he come over and looked at it, and he said, "Hey, I'll make you a deal." I said, "I just bought a modified, and we need a bunch of work. We ordered a bunch of parts." He said, "I'll just trade you out work for your pad." I said, "Heck, I got a whole lot more time than I do money, so sounds like a sweet deal to me." So he stood true to his word. I think a day or two he had a dozer sitting there, and I got over here and started working on the modified. And this was probably, I guess, early January, late January, something like that, of 2018, maybe 19. Anyway, so I got the modified going, and he got the pad done. We built the shop, and we I stopped coming over after that. I was busy at my shop doing some work. Him and Ty was racing, so he fast forward a year, and he called me one day, and he had bought this sheet metal brake over there and wanted to learn how to do his own body. Asked me if I'd help him. So I came over here and helped him, and just started hanging out. And that was in 20, COVID year. So I started coming out and hanging out around here. Got his body done. I was actually on that Capital over there that Ty has now. So we raced, I think, 2 or 3 times together, and COVID hit and shut everything down, so we just started hanging out. We started hanging out around here. We'd cook stuff, throw cornhole. That's a big thing. Y'all definitely get to see our cornhole games. They get pretty intense. But then one thing led to another. He had a street stock car sitting out there in the barn, and he said, "Hey, if you want to put that together," he said, "I've been trying to sell it. I hadn't had a whole lot of hits on it, but it's not running. So if you want to put it together, you can race it until it sells." So I was like, "Well, heck yeah, you know." I've been, since 2006, I had been out of race cars just because the cost of everything drove us right out of it. Kept getting more and more expensive every year. So I had been out of it for a while, and so heck, we got together and put that street stock together, ran it, had a little bit of luck with it, and it ended up selling. So I figured I was out. I mean, that was our deal. So I would drive it till it sells, and then that was it. But he was gracious enough to add a third car to his operation here, and I am more than thankful for the opportunity that I have here at Club 27 Race Cars. So, while we're talking about that, a little backstory on where we got the Club 27. So that actually came from Jeffrey. Jeffrey had his car up here last year, putting a body on it. Of course, I don't know, maybe most of y'all know it, but Daryl Lanigan is the Club 29 Race Cars, and which is actually what this car is, Club 29. But so poor Jeffrey and Jeremy, they got their car, and it was Club 29. We were hanging out one day here, putting the body on it, and he said something about Club 27, and it just kind of stuck from there. So that's where the whole Club 27 gig comes in. It's kind of a catchy name, so all of us are 27. That was actually, I think, the way Joey got that number was he was 27 years old when he started racing, so it stuck. So that's how we come up with Club 27 Racing. I know there's a bunch of clubs. We didn't try to copy anybody, but it was just kind of in here one night talking about it, and it came up, and it just stuck from there. So we're gonna roll with it. Good morning. It's a Saturday morning. We are back at the shop. We didn't come to the shop at all yesterday. I didn't feel real spunky, so I just stayed home, got me some rest, feel better this morning. But we're here this morning. We're gonna get the rest of the deck done on Joey's car, riveted in, and then we got to might try to get my car in there. It's still sitting outside on the wash rack here, and maybe try to start on it. So I'll pull the front bumper and nose off of Joey's and start mounting up a black nose on it, and we'll see where it goes. But we got the deck completely done on Joey's car this morning. Got the flip lid coming. It forgot to get ordered. So we got my car here, got it in. Got the first piece made to go around the cockpit. Working on the rest of the deck. We're gonna set you up and let Jeremy show you how to cut some sheet metal. What's up, guys? Still here peeling this dang old plastic. If any of you other racers that watch this hate peeling plastic as much as I do, comment and tell me how much you hate it. I'm telling you, I'd rather do a whole lot of other things than peel plastic off the sheet metal. Sunday evening when I was here, I could not cut or measure sheet metal to save my life. So I gave up and took a couple of days off. Came back, got started, and then last night when we came in, we had to pull the motor out of the Capitol. So she is motorless now. So you see the Capitol is stripped. We gotta get all this stuff off the top and get the rest of the metal off of it. Get a body put on it because the Capitol's for sale. I'm gonna continue peeling this plastic off here and hang out with me for a little bit. We'll get some other pieces cut and some stuff riveted on my car. Alright, we got some pieces riveted in the deck, the back part of it. If I can measure this all out right, we're gonna make the right rear deck piece goes above the right rear tire. So hopefully my measurements and figuring skills are much better than they were Sunday when I stopped doing it. Alright, I got it all cut out now. We're gonna bend it up. Pretty sure I did all of my measurements correct this time. I was very fortunate that my Uncle Rusty is one hell of a sheet metal man, fabricator, and he taught me how to do all this stuff, working with him all the years. So right now we're just doing a 180-degree lip on all our edges. What that does, of course, it strengthens our edges, but also gives us a nice straight line. Cuts probably aren't perfect, so makes everything nice and straight, makes the edges strong. Don't get cut on anything, little safety lip. So now we'll bend this side to a 90, mark it. Bend is our kick up or our drop deck. There it is. It's time to shut it down for tonight. We got a pretty good bit done tonight. Some deck riveted in. Had to make our own custom fuel access lid there because that was one of my screw ups the other night. Cut it too far one way The old lid only had about half the gas cap, fuel cap accessible to it. So thanks to everyone that's watched, subscribed, shared, liked. We'll get back in here this weekend. We'll see y'all next go round.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe and share to our channel. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers.